Hello YouTube, Dragon Shows fans. Welcome to another edition of our unboxing videos. Playing around a little bit with lighting, so hopefully it'll be a little more clear. Thanks to Nick for a suggestion on that, and if not, I'll continue to try to improve this. Got a few acquisitions that have just come in recently, and then we'll work our way through a couple more boxes of the big collection that I bought a week or two ago. So. First up is a local pickup. Someone, well, not even a mile away from me, advertised they were selling some D&D stuff. So bumped over there, gave them some cash. They were moving out of this. Their parents are moving out of the state. This was, I guess, what was left of his gaming stuff that they said, hey, get rid of. So helped them move that out of there. So a few Dragon magazines from the mid-2000s. Nothing particularly exciting on those. Just basic copies, a little worn, obviously well loved. A little more interesting, we got some 3.5 books. This is Magic Incarnum, in pretty good shape, although good corner scuffing. Libris Mortis, in good shape, although it has a little bit of waviness, no staining, a little bit of corner wear, but still another nice copy. These are getting harder to find. Lords of Madness, 3.5, again, same corner wear, no water logging. Gonna have to move his bookmarks from there. Happens from time to time. Quintessential Drow from Mongoose. It's definitely been well used. Again, it's got looks like a little bit of water logging to it, but it may end up in my convention boxes. A complete Thief's Handbook from 2nd edition is loose, but this is something that's pretty easy to repair, although in a condition, I don't know that I'll even bother with it. I'll probably send it to the conventions. Tome of Blood, same thing. I've got we just got some of those the other day, so don't need another one of those. A complete Divine, nice shape, just a little bit of corner scuffing. These were used. That's part of what it is. Deities and Demigods for 3.0, same thing, corner wear, but overall pretty good shape. And then two 3.0 Players Handbooks. Let's see. This one is missing the CD, and this one is missing the CD, so that's not uncommon. They're just, your basic copies. And then last but not least, a big old bag of used dice. And I actually have a pretty big bin of used dice that I just keep throwing these in. I know a lot of Chessex in there, I can see. I honestly don't know. My used dice kind of used to bring in a box to conventions, and people could pick through them and buy what they wanted out of there for a quarter. It's tough to. Do they have any good rolls left, or are they all bad dice? I don't want to sell somebody bad dice. You cursed ones. Those are no good. All right, this was another small purchase. This was. Also from New Jersey, but not close enough that I went and picked it up. So shipped it to me. Just arrived this morning. So what we got here? Nicely packed. All right, we've got some 1st edition modules. So open this up. Alright, Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. Nice shape. A little bit of cover wear. Hidden Shrine, C1. Also pretty good shape. A little bit of wear just from use, but nice and overall pretty solid. C2, Ghost Tower of Inverness. This one's got some staining. Pages are there. Basic, very good condition copy. Nothing to write home about, but I don't have one in stock, so gotta replenish. Isle of Dread X1. Again, same thing, just a little worn. One of the Slaver series modules. This is the second one, and this one is in not good shape. is missing the first and the last page. And I don't think this one's going to be usable, so it's got some wear to it. So that will go into the bin of stuff. And this is unfortunately G1, 2, and 3 is also pretty well worn here. Got a lot of staining. Yeah, looks complete though, so that might be a decent convention one. D1 to 2, Descent into the Depths of the Earth. This one is in better shape than those two. It's got the player's pull-out map, which goes missing a lot. A few pencil marks in there. Looks good. That one will go into inventory. And D3, Vault of the Drow, also in good shape. So, you know, 2 not so good, and the rest were okay. So I think overall, I'll still make out on that little purchase. All right, now we're going to get into one of the bigger boxes from that last big collection. So they've taped it up nicely. Here's a pro tip though. So they taped up the top really, really well. However, bottom arrives like this. They didn't put any extra tape on it. So we're really fortunate in that this did not split open during the transit by UPS. So pro tip, tape your bottom of your boxes too. A little extra tape will save you a lot of grief. All right, looks like we got some box sets in here. Let's see the best way to handle this. So we got an Angel role-playing game core book, great shape. Demon Hunters role-playing game, a little scuffing but in good shape. Cortex core book. Jamie Chambers. Babylon Project. Seem to be getting a lot of these in lately. They just keep coming in. Not a big seller. Used to sell. Ah, cool. Farscape role-playing game. So this is a pretty good science fiction box so far we got. Actually, it looks like a great science fiction box when I see in there. So another one of those oddities that this collection has had a lot of. This is USS Enterprise Officer's Manual, revised edition. I have never seen this. It was printed in the year 2217, Starfleet Publications. I don't know, fanware, fan made. It looks like it's licensed. So there's nothing else on it though. That's interesting. Another Pegasus magazine. This is issue 5. Still got a bunch of those. Cerberus, a task force minigame. It's unpunched. Still got the counter sheet. So that's early 80s, I'm guessing. The mini games came out 79, so definitely in the early days of the gaming industry. Angel director's screen, brand new in the shrink still. Little corner dings, but nothing significant. A couple Star Trek comics from DC. Who's Who. Nothing exciting there. Archon Fantasy. Oh, this is a program for Archon number 9 from 1985. That's a pretty old gaming convention. Some of that old gaming convention memorabilia from especially Origins and Gen Con, they are definitely collectible. Anything from the 70s, there's people who are looking for that those early programs. This is a Resistance role-playing game, Kaladar, limited printing pre-release edition. Never heard of it. It's like a Dragon magazine. I don't remember which one had this. This early one. No cover, but it has the Marvel superheroes items in it. This is December 1985. I'm sure. I don't know when, it's probably in the 80s, I'm thinking. Issue 80, that is. Battlestar Galactica, the GM screen. We've got a Mark Millar Traveler Imperium Games Edition core rulebook, really well worn. Another Traveler item, we've got the Traveler book from GDW. I always like these. Unfortunately, the glue has come off. I mean, yeah, I can repair that. The book itself is in pretty good shape. Yeah, I'll repair that. It'll be back to the way it should be. Easy enough to do. Pro tip on how to repair them. I'll share that at some point, but not right now. Traveler, the starter edition from GDW. This is mid-80s, before Mega. It also has some books in it. So we've got a Mega Traveler. We've got... There's definitely other stuff in here. Oh, good lord. Alright, so these are the core books that came with it. But then there's a Judges Guild item. This is a screen pack, which has just been a referee screen from Judges Guild, but it's just been completely waterlogged and is no longer usable in any way, shape, or form. So that'll go right out into recycling. And a bunch of character sheets. The box itself did not get wet. I guess the screen got wet at some point and they saved it. So a lot of times these character sheets are kind of fun to look at. If they're blanks, I tend to leave them in. If they're used, I tend to throw them away. I don't know, they're fun to look at. I mean, what's not to love? All the early days of character sheets where you made them yourself on a computer program, or you mimeographed them, or you had to beg somebody to copy them on paper for you. And it was not easy to do in the early days. So you took what you could get. So anyway, nice Traveler edition. Starter set. Those are not common. Dice are missing, but that's no big deal. Always missing. Another Farscape core book. So that's two. This one's brand spanking new. I mean, those corners are... I don't even think this was even looked at. So always nice to have a couple core book like that. So Earth Force source book for Babylon Project. I don't think I have this in stock, so that's nice to have another one of them. Star Wars D20. First version of the D20, and it looks like it's got the screen in with it, so that's a nice little combo there. We've got Tramp Freighters for West End Games Star Wars. Nice shape, really nice shape, a little bit of scuffing. Secrets of the Sissar Run, also West End Games. And Platt's Star Report Guide, which I have a ton of those still, so that goes to the convention. I bought a bunch of them from West End Games when they were closing up shop back in the late 90s, and I still have cases of them unopened. Alright, we got a D&D Basic Edition, the red box set 1. This is that's an Elmore cover. Inside of it we've got, a little heavy, so we've got actually 2 sets of manuals. So a really nice condition DM guide, DM rulebook and player's manual, and then a really worn condition DM book. So we'll put these separate. We'll sell them as a non-box slot, and then we'll keep the nicer ones in with the box. The box is a little bit of dirtiness to the back, but this is actually a really nice copy overall. No dice, but that's okay. Star Frontiers Alpha Dawn edition. This is the second kind of printing they did of the Star Frontiers. Counter sheets are unpunched. Dice are missing. Maps there. All the books are there. So busted corners. I know some people can repair these. I try not to, and I try not to tape them unless it's like just not any way to salvage them, because once that tape's on there, that's never coming off. But I do know that there's a way to glue them back and try to salvage them. I don't do it, but I know that you can. And we have a second copy of the Star Frontiers Alpha Dawn. This one had it as a price tag of 50 cents on it, so what a steal. That's some Captain Power cards. This one has like lots of goodies in it with their maps, so that'll go into the recycle pile. Looks like we've got rule book. It is, yeah, both rule books. The Crash on Voltarnus is there. No counters in this one. Box is just beat on anyway, so in this case I might tape it together, because I don't know, it's just it's really pretty far gone at this point, but and it's missing the counter. So, and then we've got this is a backing to the Star Trek role-playing game modules. The early ones, like the 2-packs that came out, they were cardboarded. They were on this cardboard backing. They were shrink wrapped onto it, and then you could hang them. So I don't know. I think this was probably with one of the others that came in. No, it doesn't actually say what it was, so whatever. I mean, that's kind of a cool piece. I'll try to match it up to a Star Trek item and sell it out as part of the collection. So, and then last but not least, we have a Mega Traveler box set from GDW with, looks like everything is in there. Imperial Encyclopedia, Player's Manual is missing, although I've got a bunch of Player's Manuals, so I should be able to throw one of those in there and make it complete. No dice. Corners are busted on it. Scuffing to the cover. Yeah, overall, it's a Mega Traveler starter set. So I think that's where I'll end it. Again, thanks for watching. Share with your friends. Share it in a news group if you want, or a Facebook group. I hope you find these entertaining and not too boring. I like making them. It actually is kind of fun to kind of talk through the stuff. I've always enjoyed, even when I was an auctioneer at Gen Con, talking about the products that we were selling. So did that for a number of years and always enjoyed it. So it's kind of like that. I get to talk about products as I'm opening them and tell little stories. But anyway, share, like, and if you got any suggestions, feel free. Talk to you later. Take care.